I'm working for the Playoff Brasil, so I can ask you in English and you can answer in Brazilian.
Sounds good.
Cool. So, how are you doing heading into this third season?
Eu tô tranquilo, entrando na minha terceira temporada. Eu sei o que eu tenho que fazer. Quando eu entro na quadra, eu sei o que eu tenho que trazer para o time. Então, todo jogo, tem jogo que você joga mais, tem jogo que você joga menos. Independente do que aconteça, você tem que entrar dentro da quadra da melhor maneira, positiva. E saber o que você tem que trazer para o time e tentar não fazer mais do que aquilo. E isso que é o importante para mim. Então, toda vez que eu entro lá, eu sei o meu papel, eu sei o que me trouxe para a NBA, eu sei o que vai me manter aqui. Então, eu entro toda vez fazendo e jogando da maneira certa.
You are the only Brazilian player in the NBA right now. How does that feel representing your country?
Ser o único brasileiro na NBA para mim é muito importante. É um momento que a gente já teve, não sei, mais de 10 jogadores jogando simultaneamente, agora só tem eu, mas tem muitos moleques bons vindo aí que estão se desenvolvendo, estão mostrando que são capazes. Alguns deles tem o Samis Caldeirão, tem o Matias, meu irmão também está vindo aí. Tem outros garotos muito bons, Reynan e do Klaff, que assim vai, vários garotos novos que são muito bons, mas para mim é um orgulho muito grande estar representando o Brasil. O Brasil é da onde eu vim, é onde eu fui criado e isso daí para mim é a coisa mais importante. Yeah, that's I can say that's one of the worst losses you can have in a game because we were up, like you said, 11 with 6 minutes left, and we just by the end of the game, I think we could take care of the ball more. We could, play the certain way that just spend more time in each possession. But that happens. That's how basketball is. So I think we good. We just move on for the next one.
Steve said he didn't really have a message specifically for you guys post game. Was there any conversations among the players about what happened tonight and how to move forward?
No, right now it's a moment that everybody is pissed off. We just lost the game that we had, so nobody was saying too much. Everybody was just upset because we lost the game. But that's one thing that we're gonna talk about it after in the next practice, next game, and that's how it is.
Apologies if this has already been asked late, but what do you feel like worked for you guys during that push late in the quarter?
I think the difference, what made us be more in the game, was the energy the me and the young guys brought to the game. QP was fighting for a rebound with me. I saw JK there, Moses, all these guys were there fighting and just trying to bring some energy and trying to do something different that put us in the game, and that worked for a little bit. So I think that was what we know that we got to do that. So we step in on the court. We all went together and said yo, we got to change the energy. We got to go there and play the hardest that we can.
You played in the Olympics with Brazil. What did you take away from that experience?
In English or Portuguese? Para mim jogar as Olimpíadas foi incrível. Eu vivi um sonho de criança, de todo jogador de basquete, jogar na NBA, jogar nas Olimpíadas, e para mim eu estava lá jogando, representando meu país, jogando contra grandes nomes. Chegamos a jogar contra o time da Redenção, dos Estados Unidos, que eles falaram, então foi uma honra muito grande, sem dúvida.
And last message for the fans back home?
Eu só quero agradecer o carinho de todos, de todo mundo que tem me acompanhado. Eu sei que não é fácil representar o Brasil assim, e eu estou aqui fazendo o que é o sonho de todas as crianças. Tem milhares de pessoas no Brasil, garotos, jovens que falam comigo e falam que eu sou inspiração. Então, para mim, mostrar para eles que eu sou o que te leva, para a NBA não é você ser uma pessoa mau caráter, não é você pisar em ninguém, sim trabalhar duro todo dia e fazer o que você faz, que é o trabalho, chegar mais cedo, sair mais tarde, e isso vai te trazer aonde você quer chegar.
Just first off, just what's it mean just to see these guys get a win, considering what they've had to go through so far?
Yeah, it's a fight. It's difficult circumstances, but we showed the kind of toughness, resilience that has been our calling card, for really the last couple of years. And you can't say enough about Quentin Jackson, Aaron Nesmith. Pascal Siakam is getting so much attention on a nightly basis. But tonight, the ball moved way better, and we played more up to our capabilities defensively. And these two games with Curry tonight and then Giannis on Monday night, this is as hard as it gets, with this caliber of great players. I mean, these guys are top all-time great players, and they put you in a lot of binds. So, hats off to those guys. A lot of guys played. We needed a lot of contributions from a lot of guys, and so it feels good to win one.
I guess let's start and dive into Quentin. I guess 25 points, 10 assists, no turnovers, and also played really good defense on staff. I mean, just what did you like about the way he ran the offense, and just what impressed you about what he did on both ends, especially in the fourth quarter?
He's an attacker, and he's got to be in attack mode. He's a hybrid guard. Really, he plays point, he plays two, but it's important that he is who he is in his soul, and that is an attacker. And so he attacked tonight. He had a tough job chasing Curry around all night. We matched their minutes pretty much. We actually had to go back with Q before Curry came back in because Ray J got a little tired, and it was just time to get him back in. And then I think it was 2 threes, and then the bank shot that sealed the game was. It had to be a great feeling for him.
You mentioned Aaron before. Obviously, after a tough shooter night a couple nights ago, he goes for 31 tonight. I mean, just what's it been like to see him work through it and find it the way he did tonight?
Shooters shoot, and they keep shooting, and they all have all the great ones have short memories, and he's a great shooter, and so it's got to be a process thing. Something that happened before don't matter. It's what happened. It's what's happening right now and what's going to happen next. And having the attitude and the ability to understand that is really what it's all about. So he was phenomenal in this game, and it wasn't just the shooting. He was giving us a lot at the rim. He made 1 or 2 difficult mid-range shots, got to the free throw line. So look, this is a guy that is really stepping up into a very much enhanced role, in terms of carrying a load and doing it the right way, with integrity.
And last one, you mentioned Pascal. I mean, just obviously he's had to deal with so much defensive attention. He's had to take on obviously he always had a big offensive role, but even more. I mean, just for him to hit the shot that he hit with all the attention he was getting and just what he was able to do for you all night, how important does he continue to be? Yeah,
I mean, Pascal Siakam is a great player. He's a very special player. He's very underrated. Right now, it's almost impossible to get him off the floor. He's so important to us. But when he was off tonight, we did a really good job of holding the fort. But the challenge is, we need everything he gives us all the time on the floor, but, we can't play him into oblivion. The season's too long, and this is too congested of a stretch of games.
What did you like about Isaiah Jackson's second half? Obviously got in early foul trouble in the first quarter, but had a really strong second half for you guys.
Really impressive on the second night of a back-to-back, and he's also – he's beginning a journey, of return to play. Really, this is game 5 or 6 or whatever it is. But, there are a lot of things that happened the first 4 or 5 games that didn't go so great. And some of that is getting his rhythm, getting his mojo. We looked at some clips before the game from last night that weren't much fun. And everybody was involved in them. He was involved in some of them, and there were reminders that for us to compete the way we need to have a chance to win games, we've got to be a hit first team. And tonight he was in that mode, and he was terrific. And then did a great job at the free throw line too.
What didn't you like and what did you like about Johnny Furphy's return?
What didn't I like?
What did and what didn't you like? Like good and bad. Was there things that stood out to you that you liked, things you didn't like, or what did or what didn't you like? Yeah.
Have you seen the video with him and Siakam yet? Yeah, I did. This is one of the best things I've ever seen. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. It's a takeoff on game day, right? Yeah. Yeah. And what is it? Training day. Training day. And tonight on the walk-in, you guys noticed they were dressed in those outfits from the skit, you know. So anyway, I thought Furphy did well. You know, look, he's a guy, for a young guy. He knows who he is. He tries to play to his strengths. He goes hard. He's going to rebound. He's going to run, and he's going to keep getting better.